Right, this video is going to cover how to pin a question to a map. So we're going to just pick a survey, this racking inspection, and for purposes of this particular video, we're going to say that we're going to look at this dented crossbeams here question. And so we're going to create a couple of iterations of this particular question. All right, so now we're going to expand it, and we're going to say, are there any cross beams that have dents greater than 1/4 inch or sag? So what we're asking the technician to do is identify where this particular cross beam is. Now, a couple of things that we're doing here. One, we're covering some iteration questions, so you can duplicate these two questions multiple times just by creating another iteration. That's clicking on the plus mark. But now we're going to actually answer the question and then associate this particular question with a spot on the floor map and the Google overview map. So here is the dented crossbeam, and what we're looking for is where this particular beam is damaged. So we're going to enter an answer, and we're going to say if yes, this particular beam is damaged. I'm going to add a flag. It needs attention. Click on done. And now I'm going to add a photo. Now my photo is going to be related to a beam. Let's see if I can go and find your particular survey is going to have to capture a picture. So I'm going to take a picture. Okay, it doesn't matter. You're going to take the picture of the damaged beam. You're going to click on select. And this is what's going to pop up is save and done. Okay, you can draw on the picture, which we've already given you training on in other videos. So now that I have the picture, I want to associate it with a map. So now what I want to do is click on this map icon in the top right-hand corner of this particular question. So I'm going to click on the map. And now you need to be connected either through Wi-Fi or through your cellular network before you have access to the mapping feature, because it's going out to the internet and gaining the Google overview map. And now you can see this icon right here in the middle of the map. Now, because I'm not actually at this location, you don't see your specific position or my specific position. But there will be a blue dot, blinking icon that will show you exactly where you're standing on site, so that it will help you give relevance to where this dot needs to be moved to. So you can zoom in by just zooming in on the photo, and all I'm doing is using my fingers. And if you know how to zoom in using this, so you can zoom in anywhere on this particular map where you happen to be standing. So for this example, we're going to say I'm standing here in the front door, right here at the front, okay? So now I'm going to take my finger and hold the icon and drag it near to the front door. So I'm just dragging it on the iPad or the iPhone, and I'm just dragging that icon to where I'm standing or where the blue dot is showing you where you're standing, okay? Now, once you do that, now that has pinned that particular picture to that spot on the map. The other feature that you want to say is if you are outside and you want to see it's relative to the Google Map overlay, this bar at the bottom of the map here will actually make it more transparent. So there's a dot right here, and I'm just going to drag it to the left, and you'll see it takes the map away and shows you exactly where you are. So if I scroll out, you don't see that floor map anymore. And if I do pull it back to the right, you'll see that the map shows back up. So it makes it more opaque, and that way you can identify exactly where you are. You're going to go back out to the question, and you're going to hit save and next. And now it has saved that particular spot on the map. And then you just move to the next question, and you perform the same function with the next question. Pull up the map using the map icon, wait just a second, and the map will appear. You drag the dot to wherever you're standing, and you are pinning that particular photo to that spot on the map. If you got any questions, don't hesitate to reach out, support@goevu.com, and good luck doing your surveys and pinning photos and questions to the map. The one other thing I wanted to point out as it relates to pinning photos and things like that. In certain instances, you're being asked to build a virtual tour. And so when you're doing that, you actually want to use a 360 photo. When you're using 360 photos, each question allows only one 360-degree photo per location, okay, or per question. So if I open up this question and I'm going to pin this to a map, in this particular situation, I do have a floor map. So let's look at this. Okay, so I'm going to pin a 360 photo to this particular map. I'm going to start on the outside and do a one here. So I'm going to add a 360 photo. I can only add one 360 photo per question. So if I'm creating another 360 point, then I need to create another iteration and add another question. Because what's happening here is in this question, when we're pinning those maps or pinning those photos to the map, is it's actually linking all of these photos together. So we don't want multiple 360s in one point on the map. We only want one 360 per location. Now you can add as many flat photos to that same location as you want, but only one 360. Again, if you got any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Support@goevu.com, and see you in the next training video.